that we find the best bench at Chessington World of Adventures. Stealthy fans here, you know, the one that ripped Valhalla apart. Yep, he's joined me today.
It was well deserved, for the record.
So we are on the hunt for the best bench.
And toilet.
And toilet. The best bench at Chessington World of Adventures. 10 seconds round the corner, round by the penguin enclosure. A couple of benches. Let's have a little look. Sturdy, strong. Refill station. The Amazon Treetop Adventure. And it's got a bin. First bench of the day. Solid 6. Solid 6.
Barrel guys, gone. Turn it off.
Right, so we're in Mexicana, just past the rattlesnake, just by the Forbidden Kingdom, and there's a bench. Nice wooden bench, give a bit of back support, smoking section, bit of sunshine. Only issue is, as you can probably tell, it is rather loud. You've got the theme of Mexicana and the Forbidden Kingdom. Bench itself, not a bad bench. Give that a 4. Theming, a bit loud. Not a bad view of rattlesnake. Give that a solid 5. Just purely because it's so loud in that area. But yeah, it's a nice little stop off between Mexicana and Forbidden Kingdom. Yeah, solid 5. Solid 5. So we're in Forbidden Kingdom, 2 benches there, and a bench over there. Nice view of Croc Drop. I'm not going to sit on it because there's children around, and obviously, as we know, I don't really sit in. Alright, brilliant we are.
Where's Ramsey's?
I don't know. I do not know. But we have Croc Drop instead. It's loud, very loud. Not a bad view of Croc Drop. It is very loud in this part of the park. Bench is good though. I think a bit low on back support.
Yeah, I'd say a 4.
4? I'd go, you know what? I'll have to agree with that. Yeah, I'll go 3.
Yeah.
Leave back a Croc Drop. I don't know, but entertainment value of seeing this doesn't keep it at a 4.
Well, no one really looks that pissed off, so no.
Yeah, we'll go with 3. Go with 3. And I say there's a bench there and a bench over there. So plenty of benches in the Forbidden Kingdom area. Just very loud. Very, very loud. And don't forget, we don't do picnic tables, we don't do benches and out backs. It has to be a proper bench to get reviewed on this channel. But yeah, Forbidden Kingdom certainly bringing the bench game in. Smashed it, 43,000 points. Found a bench. So this is located just outside Tomb Blaster, on the way to the Land of the Tiger. Got a good view of the river rafts. It's quite a sturdy bench. Again though, you've got the theme of the Tomb Blaster, the river rafts, and Land of Tigers all at once. There's a bit much, quite a lot of noise. I'll go for a 4. Go for a 4, I think. But at the minute, benches are on point at the minute at Chessington. Compared to the Towers and Legoland, Chessington is certainly the one leading the bench game at the minute. Yeah, see what we can find. Right, so we're in Shipwreck Coast, what was new for last year, and I am on the hunt for a bench in this area. I've got barrel pull out, bail out, no bench. Sea Storm up and running, which is amazing. No bench around the Sea Storm area. But this whole area of Shipwreck Coast, they've done really well with it. They've got some interactive games on it. We've got a lot of old homage to Bubbleworks, which is quite nice. There's some interactive, let's say, interactive queue line things for the kids, challenges to do. yeah, I think I'm really well with Shipwreck Coast. But there isn't a bench in Shipwreck Coast. There's one outside of Shipwreck Coast, but not one actually in Shipwreck Coast. There's a couple there, but I'll review that on the way back. Because they walk down to Wildwoods, where we have found 2 benches. So we did a double review, and Craig, you got one, I got on the other. We'll do double bench review. I'm sliding already on this. Where's that angle?
I'm going to do a somewhat jaunty angle.
A jaunty angle. Theming from Wildwoods and theming from Shipwreck Coast. Bit confusing, bit loud.
Yeah, should be called Transylvania.
Should be called Transylvania, you're right. There's a bin just over the road, not badly placed, but I think we're on an angle.
Yeah, this is an optimum angle for seating.
I'm going to go for 3 on mine.
I'm going to go 2.
2, so there we have it.
I feel like my arse cheeks are getting split apart right now.
Arse cheeks being split apart. Well, there you go. So as it stands, these 2 benches outside Wildwoods are the 2 worst benches currently at Chessington World of Adventures. Resort and zoo. So I thought coming to a theme park with Poppy was bad. Craig, another early 30-year-old man,
I got to film it though.
has decided we are to go on the Gruffalo Adventure River Ride.
Silly old fox. Doesn't he know there's no such thing as a Gruffalo? Come for a feast, in my milk Gruffalo!
For the second time in a 10-month period, I have been broken down on the Gruffalo. Wow. Let's quickly do a boat review.
A boat review?
Almost like a bench. It's not quite a bench, but I need something to fill the content now, don't I? Sturdy. You can get about 8 people on it. Yeah, not a bad little boat. I've been on worse. Relatively dry. Not much of a puddle down the bottom. Yeah, we'll give that a go. We'll see.
Here we go. Down the bumble.
Beginning to rumble. My favourite food, Gruffalo crow.
Right, hope you enjoyed that on-ride POV of the Gruffalo ride, because if I had to suffer for it, you had to suffer with it as well. And, you know, a cheeky little boat review whilst on the Gruffalo. You know, not all bad. Just a quickie though, there is no benches in Wildwoods. From the actual entrance down to Vampire, there is not a bench in this section. It's quite a hilly section, but the two benches that Craig and I reviewed outside of Wildwoods are the only benches you've got right the way down to the Vampire ride, which is a bit concerning. Yeah, so we're going to head over to Adventure Point, see what we can find over by Adventure Point. Found a bench at Adventure Point. Nice little scenery around it. It's got a fin. Only problem is, again, really loud. Really, really loud. The bench itself, nicely situated. It's got a nice view of the restaurant, the shop. Yeah, it's loud. I want to go with a nice. I'm going for a 7. I'm going for a 7. Perfectly situated. By the shop, by the restaurant. Got a sweet shop, views of the old Sky Rider over there, somewhere, there. It's got the carousel, it's got the arcade, I'm going for a 7.
It's got the queue time board that's broken.
Yeah, the broken queue time behind, so might be a 6 then.
Yeah, I'd knock it down for that.
Yeah, for a 6. But you got toilets there as well.
Yeah, but as you'll find out soon, that is not the best place to pee here at Chessington World Adventure.
But I did review the Wicker Man bench and it had a pub. It does have a bar, so I get the Wicker Man Nation point because it had the bar. So I think it stays as a 7.
Well, I'd maybe give it a half.
We'll go 6.5.
Yeah.
6.5. The queue time board was working 7.
Yeah.
But at the minute, that is prime bench real estate.
As it stands.
As it stands.
Probably the best bench we've come across so far.
There you go. The Adventure Point, 6.5. We're in Forbidden Kingdom. It's just on the gap from under Croc Drop Chicken Place and the Forbidden 2 Blaster Toilets. Only stumbled across this butte. Nice long wooden bench. It needs a bit of love. It's got views of Croc Drop, the access to Wanyama Village, there's toilets behind it, there's a restaurant around the corner. One of the quieter benches. One of the quieter areas.
Need a bit of work though.
Yeah.
It's a bit haggard.
But it still feels
Like
nice.
it's like...
Oh, hang on. It's not bolted down. It's a bit of health and safety risk actually. I'm going with 4. But we did spot those 2 benches up by Dragon's Fury tucked up. By Dragon Delights. So that's going to be a little end of video, the Dragon Delight bench.
They're all bonus benches.
Yeah, they look quite promising. So let's push on. Thank you for Zafari riding to Africa. And from the walkway from Croc Drop to Zafari riding to Africa. Not a bench, no bench on the bridge, no bench in a little foyer out the front. So yeah, anyone that's going to the safari area hoping for a bench or a sit down or to take a seat while your partner or whoever rides the actual safari, not the area for you. The nearest bench to safari was the one that Craig and I just reviewed down by Croc Drop and Chicken. But other than that, there is no benches in this area of the park.
As fast as a truck.
And they're all called Jolly Tall. Except for that one. He's called King.
What's that? Rhino!
The rhino around the reserve are white rhino. Now you may want to hold on to your noses for a bit here, researchers. Wherever you get rhino, you also get a lot of rhino dung.
Rhino dung, what, blue?
Yes, male rhinos like to be on their own, so they mark out.
Fingernails and is highly prized in many cultures. Sadly, poaching for their horns continues to be a threat to rhinos all over the
cheeky onboard footage there, some POV of safari, ride into Africa. I mean, serves a purpose, but the water effects at the end tunnel, it's yeah, it's lacking. I see more water splash on a spoon when I clean that in the sink. But no, it's not a bad little 5-10 minute sit down ride. But yeah, as we're walking across the bridge, no benches.
We are benchless.
We are benchless. We are benchless bench people.
It's Bench-mageddon.
Bench-mageddon. Yeah, but that's alright. It's up out of the way. Not a bad little ride. Yeah, let's push on and find something. Going to the land of the tiger. What benches can we find in the land of the tiger? Shocker, none at the moment. Bear in mind they've got the tiger enclosures, the tiger crossing, who's just sitting up there staring at me now. They're both sitting up there staring at me. Hello. No benches though. No benches to actually sit down and enjoy the tiger environment. I think a bench here would definitely have one. You know, you've got the tiger enclosure, you've got Dragon's Fall, or Tiger Rock now, sorry as it's called. A bench here would definitely have been the winner. Right, so on the way to Tiger Rock, we've got a lift hill, got the mini drop, got a bench. It's quite nice. Good view of the lift hill, got the view of the mini drop to the right there. Yeah, the bench is opposite me, it's quiet. Got a smoking area. It's got a little restaurant, a little shop around there, a donut shop I think it is when it's open. Toilets around the corner. Alright, I want to go for it's a sturdy bench, it doesn't wobble. I think it's what we win at the minute. I'm going for a 7.
7?
I'm going for a, take a seat, right? So you've got a lift hill, the mini drop, you've got a shop to the left, bins over there, toilets around the corner.
I mean, they could do with trimming the foliage.
That's why you give it a 7, the room to improve.
I'm going to say 6.5.
6.5. So find the average, 6 3/4.
Yeah, 6 3/4.
6 3/4. So this is the winning bench then by Tiger Rock. So far.
So far, yes.
Tiger Rock bench is the one to go for.
But we still have the mystical.
We have the hidden ones. We have the 2 hidden ones in Dragon's Fury. So let's see you there. Yeah. That was a hat. Oh, that was a Williams Formula 1 hat down there. On-boat review of the boat and the seating arrangements. It does have little footsteps to keep you in place. Structurally, it's too bad, it's stiff. Kind of lift through the rollbacks, very stiff. I think it's a boat, so it's 3.
Please keep arms and legs inside the boat at all times. Please keep arms and legs inside the boat.
Just come off Tiger Rock. Yeah, there's no benches apart from the one that we've just been on the way down to Tiger Rock. So now we're going to go around to Wild Asia, but go around the back of Tiger Rock. And if memory serves me correctly, there are no benches around the back of this walkway either. It's slopey, it's hilly. But yeah, no benches around this area of the park. So we'll see what we find when we get to Wild Asia. Yeah, as it stands, from Tiger Rock around to Wild Asia, not a single bench. But yeah, hopefully Wild Asia can rectify that. Just going to Wild Asia, found this bench. It's at an angle. I'm sliding all the way down. No, Chessington, get rid of it. You give it a 0. I mean, we're in the worst part of the park in my opinion of Wild Asia, and they've got the worst bench in the park, so it kind of makes sense, I guess. Loads of picnic tables and whatnot in here, but very few benches. I don't know what to expect really when it comes to Wild Asia. I wasn't expecting much. Found a bench on the way out of Wild Asia. Dodge up to the left, really loud ride. Monkey swings in front, loud ride. To the right, Cobra, loud ride. The theme in general, loud. Bench itself, big jumbo sprint behind. Bench itself's fine. Surrounding areas, atmosphere, 2.5 being generous. Yeah, only get out of here. Not a fan of Wild Asia. Such a massive space of park they've got here with Wild Asia. There's not really a lot in it. Dead space. A bit like Craig's Heart really. The black dead space.
That's been dead for a lot longer than Wild Asia's been here.
So at least you can admit it. There's 2 cheap hidden up benches. Alright. You go down the side of Dragon Delights. Look at these 2. These are perfectly hidden up. Oh. It's quiet.
Yeah, get a nice view of the Great Dragon Skip.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn it around so you can get Dragon Skip. Who remembers when Dragon's Fury was sponsored by Skips? Dragon's Fury entrance.
Now you've angered my master. Why don't you take a spin on the Dragon's Fury and some other words I can't remember.
There you go. Sure. But yeah, no, I think it's a nice little bench.
Yeah, well there's 2 as well. So it's like
There is 2 benches. The only thing you can get is the lift hill for Dragon's Fury. You can hear that anywhere in the park. I think that's a fair assumption.
Yeah, but it's not even that bad here because it's muffled by all the
No.
giant fluffy dogs.
That is true. You've got Jumanji's around the corner.
That's unfortunate.
You've got the Dragon's Delight there, which is open around the other side, but clearly not the side entrance. There's a bin just there.
It's unbelievable that it's there.
I'm going to go for an 8, I think. Toilet access around the
Given
corner.
proximity to toilets, I'm going to go for a 9.
Yeah, you've got toilet.
Because peeing is important.
Yeah, you've got Costa Coffee around the corner as well, in Dragon's Fury Land area.
You can leave the kids in canopy capers and run away.
They probably don't do that.
I've got kids, so it doesn't really matter.
But no, I think this is prime bench. It's just quiet.
Oh, and a mystery alarm.
And there's a tree alarm. But no, I want to go for a solid 9 then. Yeah, I think this is it. This is prime bench.
Yeah, this is the best bench we have found.
Until Jumanji Land opens in a couple of weeks' time, then we might have to review that.
We might have to go and do a pre-inspection.
This area here, certainly for me. Oh, actually, we need to go to Van Park. There's a bench down by Van Park. But as it stands, this is prime bench real estate at Chessington World of Adventures Resort and Zoo. And everything else has been labelled over the past few years.
Yeah.
Alright, stay tuned
Including
for the...
sale.
Including... Let's see if we can find anything in Jumanji. We'll head on to Van Park, but as it stands, this bench, I'm going to give you a 360 quickly. Look at that. Perfect. Away from Dragon's Fury down to Van Park. Well, you can drop my phone there. A little bit of a walk. There is numerous benches on the way down. A lot of construction obviously going in front of Jumanji World, or Land of Jumanji, or World of Jumanji, the Roar of Dragon's Fury. They're not great benches. Good to break the walk up, but like I'm gonna sit on one now. It's loud. There goes Dragon's Fury. So you've got that in the background. You've got construction for Jumanji. It's the theme and you can hear the audio. Give it a 6. I'm a man of a quiet bench. I do like a nice quiet bench. Obviously, as you know, theme parks can be quite hustle and bustle and loud. But a nice quiet bench doesn't go amiss. And those 2 that we spotted around the corner there, perfect. And as you can hear, yeah, a lot of work going on. These benches down this part of the park, not for me. Right, in the shop. This one's for Mike, Journey to Attractions. There's Krispy Kremes, but that is not the only donut options available at Chessington World of Adventures Resort and Zoo. I will show you them shortly. So as you come out of the gift shop with the Krispy Kreme donuts,
£8.20 for 5!
£8.20 for 5, is it £9.25 for 10 though? Like they do at Towers.
It's £9.35.
So an extra £1 each for 5 donuts, but Mike, there's Donut Express there, There's Krispy Kremes in there, and there's also a donut shop on the way out of Chessington.
And hot potatoes.
And hot potatoes. But here, in Adventure Point, I realised there are tons of benches. I'm going to review...
My God, it's $17.50 for pizza pasta buffet now.
Yeah, it's gone up. I'm going to just do a quick review. I already know my opinion on Adventure Point benches. It's loud. This is not bad. You've got the Carousel of Life, or the Chessington Adventure Tree. Good facilities. It's got 2 restaurants, the arcade, the bar, the donut shop. It's very loud. That's 7. Solid 7. Centre of the park, near enough. I think all benches in Adventure Point are going to be that sort of atmosphere and that sort of rating. So I'm going to give the whole of Adventure Point, the home of the middle bit of Chessington, a solid 7 for all benches. Just a general, generic 7. Because all benches face the same way, like you can see there. They're all going to be surrounded by the same amount of noise. It's a very busy part of the park, obviously it's the central point. But yeah, and then they've got these planters, and again, they're not benches. We need to stop things like planters and backers benches and whatnot. They're not benches. A bench is a bench. But all in all, at the minute, Chessington's bench game's a lot better than any Merlin attraction I've been at.
Can I just throw something out there while we're here?
You can throw whatever you want out there, Craig.
World of Jumanji stone doesn't actually point in the right direction.
You are right. World of Jumanji is in fact, I'm going to try and get on the camera.
That is yeah. So they need to swap these two, and they'd be fine.
There you go. You heard it here first.
A lot of them are in the wrong place.
That's a separate video for another
Go
day.
Merlin.
But going back to it, benches are... Sorry, that's so loud from that shop. Hang on.
Often tell me it helps with the smell too.
Right. Benches at Chessington currently are smashing it with the Merlin attractions. There's a lot of bench options, to be fair. Apart from around the back of Wild Asia area, the Tiger Rock, but I don't consider that part of the park. I don't enjoy that part of the park. Now this is interesting. We're about Tiny
Truckers benches.
and I can see 4 benches already outside Tiny Truckers.
I'm going to pick this one for nostalgic reasons.
Craig is going to review a bench for me as a special guest on this week's episode of Benchmark.
Benchmark.
The Benchmark.
Right. This is a very special bench to see outside Tiny Truckers, because there used to be a bin here that was like what them blokes called it, the Queen's freaking...
Oh, Queen's Guard?
Yeah, the Queen's Guard, and you used to give him rubbish, and he used to shout abuse at you, and it was great.
Yeah, I do remember that.
But they got rid of it, so... Nostalgic 6.
Currently?
Well, somehow they managed to really quieten Dragon Fury's Lift 2.
Yeah, that was very
impressively quiet, so I'm going to have to say 7.
So one of the top 3-4 benches in Chessington, you're going to say?
Yeah, because you can people watch.
Yeah. I mean, us two sitting outside the kids' area is a bit strange at the minute.
Yeah,
admittedly.
but I've done worse things in life. But yeah, I'm going to say I'm just due to the impressiveness of how quiet that lift is now.
Okay, going for 7.
Yeah.
And then you've got 2 around there, but they don't really look onto anything but the queue line Tiny Truckers. Yeah, Craig, is this your bench of the day, or is this still the one down by Dragon's Fury?
It's in my top 2.
I need an answer. Is this better than the Dragon's Fury bench?
No.
Dragon's Fury hidden benches still in the lead. The abysmal show that Legoland put on last week. I think Merlin must have done like a bulk order on benches and half of them ended up in Chessington, and Legoland obviously didn't get their quota. Yeah, really good for their benches, to be honest. It's a really disabled access friendly park, wheelchair friendly, pushchair friendly. Yeah, well done Chessington, really well done. Just called Dragon's Fury, I think a combined weight of like 30 stone between Craig and I went up backwards, and in 15, 16 years of that ride being operational, I think we can both agree, never spun that fast.
Not the first section, not at all. That
ridiculous.
That was something else.
That was actually enjoyable.
That was better than Ride to Happiness.
Wow.
And Enzo.
And also, it's a lot quieter now.
Yeah.
I think we was there opening day and it was so loud, but that lift hill was significantly quieter.
Especially lift 2 over tiny truckers.
I'll tell you what, if that bench weren't being sat on right now, I might need that because I am dizzy as a spinning top.
So we're going to get some donuts.
Donuts. Is there a Krispy Kreme in the gift shop and the donut factory place as well at Adventure Time? There's another donut shop on the way out. So Mike, if you do come to Chessington at some point, you have numerous choices for donuts. Admittedly, this one is shut. But yeah, numerous donut possibilities. Alright, so that was Chessington World of Adventures Resort and Zoo. And benches review. Yeah, I think out of the 3 Merlin parks we've been to so far, Legoland, Alton Towers and Chessington, I think Chessington certainly wins for their bench game. Each section, bar Wild Asia, because like I say numerous times, don't like that bit of the park, don't really want to spend any time in that park. That's a really good bench ratio. Bench to arse cheekio. But no, generally on a serious note, that probably is one of the better disabled friendly parks you could probably get at the moment. Plenty of benches available, wheelchair access. Really good setup there for Chessington for disabled clientele, which I think is amazing. I see a lot of the rides have got the wrap access or reserve and ride. You guys probably know more about that than I would, because I've not really looked into that yet. But I think all in all, fair play to Chessington for their benches. Craig, on your input as the special guest of this week's benchmark.
Of the benches?
Yeah, just what do you make of it?
Yeah, they're solid benches. They can support my fat ass, so you know that's a win.
I mean, that is going some.
And
so.
there's a hidden bonus bench, so you know, can't argue with bonus benches.
We did have a look at the Jumanji World or Jumanji for the fence. Didn't really see any benches been put in at the minute, so that's going to be a nice little treat on the 15th of May. To me, that will make or break that land. I don't care about the flowing B&M. I don't care about the...
I'm personally hoping they put a toilet in there.
Craig's after a toilet. I'm after a bench. The basics of any park, toilets and benches. Have the World of Jumanji nailed a dismount on that one? Only time will tell. See you all on the flip side.